The whole experience. Why aren't you playing Bad Bunny at the halftime show?
Because I put this halftime show on. Because this is what the majority. If you filming me, get that out of my face.
I'm filming you. Why are you doing that? Why don't you play Bad Bunny?
Because the majority.
I'm gonna pay.
Get out.
I'm gonna pay first.
Luke, this is why.
I gotta pay
This
first.
is why I said no.
I gotta pay first. But I'm asking a question. I'm not being violent.
I'll cash you out.
Yeah, I gotta pay first.
Yeah,
I shouldn't pay
what's your
because I
tab
came here
under?
for the full experience.
What's your tab under?
Is this the diet halftime show y'all niggas was talking about?
I just wanna catch my fish.
What the fuck?
Buy my truck, drink my beer.
Drive my truck, drink my beer. What the fuck is this?
Not wake up to all this stuff I don't wanna hear.
Nigga, this shit over Bad Bunny? Yo, y'all niggas gotta be fucking joking.
We can't talk about it without also discussing the Kid Rock thing that was going on somewhere else. What the fuck was that? I mean, if that's the best we have to offer, honestly, I'm switching sides. If that's seriously, they said this is the all-American halftime show, God, family, and it's like, okay, if that's the all-American halftime show, I don't know, guys. We're losing them. You know, we got to come up with something better because that was a tough watch. If it is a requirement to pretend to like that, to be like a patriot, like I can't do it. I'm just telling you up front. I'm going to be honest with you. Full disclosure, I can't do it. I think I'd rather kill myself than pretend to like that. So you're telling me we're at the Super Bowl party with the normies, with the hoes, with the chuds and the fat. We're at the Super Bowl watch party. We're having our taquitos. We're having our wings, pizza, watching the big game. Everybody's having a good time. You're telling me we have to turn off the TV or we have to switch the input. We have to go to the Rumble app and watch some AI ad about like alternative medicine. And then we have to watch Kid Rock and this like generic country music. And we have to pretend to like this. We have to all be like, this is really good. She's really good. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. It sucks. And, not for nothing. Didn't we do this for the RNC? Isn't this just like our token celebrity? Didn't Kid Rock play the RNC? It's just like a freak show. It's like Amber Rose was there last year at the 2 years ago at the RNC. Kid Rock. And I'm watching the show. I actually watch it this afternoon, and I'm like, yeah, this is kind of like maybe a section of what we're about that is kind of going away, and maybe there's no bringing it back. I don't know. Is there anything kind of worth hanging on to there? It's kind of a rough thing.
Who cares about who performed at the halftime show? Who cares that Bad Bunny performed at the halftime show and got more views than the whole Turning Point USA? Right? Who cares? ¿A quién le importa? Who cares, man? This is what we're worried about. We're worried about Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl when a good portion of the USA has Hispanic descent or from Hispanic origin. Why is that what the administration is worried about? Right? You even have far right. This is crazy. This is how crazy this is becoming, right? So we're gonna touch on one thing. So Nick Fuentes, far right, right? Mexican white supremacists, right? This ninja is even saying, listen, if I had to choose, between Bad Bunny and Kid Rock, right? And whoever else was on that list, I would choose Bad Bunny, right? I would choose Bad Bunny. Listen, Bad Bunny's on my playlist, right? Me gusta, right? Me gusta la música, ninja, right? I like it. I like it. Why would I sit there and listen to Kid Rock old ass, right? It was generically country. So you even got far right Nick Fuentes even repositioning himself about how he's even thinking of the United States of America. Let that sink in. You have these old guards, right, in the administration. They want to take us back. You got some people, of course, many people in the country that want to take us back, right? Take us back to what exactly? Boredom? Take us back to what exactly? Nothingness? Right? We've progressed so much, right? But so many people want to take us back for no reason at all. Why are we worried about this when the economy is in shambles? Why are we worried about this? Why are people saying that Puerto Rico isn't America? I swear to God, most Americans just lack education. There's many people that still think, there's many people in the United States of America that thinks, right, that Puerto Rico, they probably just found out this past Super Bowl that Puerto Rico is actually a U.S. territory. I guarantee you, people just found out. People this whole time thought that Puerto Rico was in South America. I've heard people say, why are we letting a South American, why are we letting a South American perform at the Super Bowl? Excuse me, ma'am. Puerto Rico isn't in South America. Puerto Rico, first and foremost, is in the Caribbean, right? And it's a U.S. territory. They're U.S. citizens, right? Huh? What? This is stuff that you would think that would be taught in schools, but it's not. Right? Now let's touch on the situation that happened at the bar. Right? Now, don't get it wrong and get it twisted. Listen, if that is a private establishment and they wanted to turn on Turning Point USA or Burning Point USA, because that's what it's doing now. Burning Point USA, if that's what they wanted to turn on, hey, let the ninjas turn it on. That's his establishment. That's what the managers probably asked for. Maybe some customers, their customer base, requested it. That's a private establishment. If that's what they wanted to turn on, if the ninjas wanted to be bored, hey, let them be bored, right? But you can't go into somebody else's establishment and tell them what to put on a TV, right? Regardless of what you think or why you think they did it, they done it. It is what it is. Move on to the next one. Go somewhere else and spend your money. That's it. That's a private establishment with private management. You're not obligated to watch the Super Bowl. You're not obligated to watch the Bad Bunny halftime show. Them ninjas wanted to see Kid Rock, even though it was boring. People were just trying to make statements. Yeah, we're going to watch the Kid Rock. Man, shut up. Both of y'all, shut up. Right? But this is just, bro, this is how far American has fallen. Right? To where we're literally in what is looking like or headed towards one of the worst economies, right, since the Depression. Right? Definitely worse than '08. A lot of people are saying, a lot of economists are saying. And we are worried. We are sitting back debating about why Bad Bunny performed at the halftime show. Why was it in Spanish? Why this? Why that? Did you watch Turning Point USA? Right? Which one was better? Blase, blase, blah. Right? The fact that this is a headline topic. This is a headline topic in America when a good portion of the citizens, when a good portion of its population is of Hispanic origin. Now I can understand if you want to debate. Well, why it had to be in Spanish when most of us speak? I get that. I understand it. Okay, I understand it. But frankly, most of his music, I mean, if not all of his music, is Spanish, right? So they knew what they were doing. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, where the money at? Where the money at, Trump? Where the money at, Elon? Where the promises at? Because all of this shit is just distractions on top of distractions on top of distractions, right? There's so many distractions that I have to swim through. I'm losing track of topics that I should be discussing because there are so many. I still got to talk about the Epstein files, right? Oh, you thought I forgot? Y'all thought I forgot? I ain't forget about them Epstein files. See, there's so many distractions that I have to swim through because they're dropping like every week. They're dropping like every week, but I want to remind you that this is on purpose. This is to distract the masses. This is where it all leads to, distracting the masses. This is just one big distraction, right? While y'all was watching the Super Bowl, I was out grinding at work, right? When y'all was still at the Super Bowl parties, I was at the gym, right? I've watched the Super Bowl my whole life. Since elementary school to my college years, my early 20s. I watched the Super Bowl my whole life. Bro, I stopped watching football years ago, right? And to be honest with you, I stopped watching it after the Atlanta Falcons let the Patriots come back and win that Super Bowl, right? I ain't never watched a Super Bowl ever again after I seen that bullshit, right? As y'all know, I'm from ATL, Georgia, right? So Atlanta Falcons is my team of choice, right? And I ain't never been the same since I literally seen them win the game essentially, but then let the Patriots come back like they did. I'll never forgive them for that. I'll never forgive the team for that. But anyway, I haven't watched a Super Bowl in years. I haven't watched or been really in tune with football or sports or any of that with in probably more than that. And why? Because I've been grinding, right? Why? Because I'm building. Why? Because I don't have time. Why? Because I'm working on myself. Why? Because I got better shit to do. Kudos to y'all who want to watch the Super Bowl. Kudos to you, right? But if you were broke, listen, there were so many. Let me tell you something, man. There were so many people that called out from work, my work. There were so many people who called out from work, right? To miss money. To miss money. They called out from work to watch a flipping Super Bowl. But y'all want to complain about money? Y'all want to complain about what the government is doing? Y'all want to complain about, right, the state of affairs? When y'all are taking off of work, not on a holiday. Hell, I don't even take off on holidays unless it's just a must. But y'all took off for a Super Bowl to miss money and probably to spend money that you don't have on shit that you shouldn't be inhaling or dang on digesting. But you did it. You did it, and you wonder why we're so far behind. The country ain't serious, man. This country is not serious. Nowhere near serious. We're not a serious people at all, right? The highlight, people can't even tell you. People can't even tell you about the economy. People can't even tell you that the dollar is down right now, or that it's looking like it's crashing. People can't even tell you what's going on in the world. People can't even tell you why mints across the world, right? Who make gold coins, make silver. People can't even tell you why mints across the world, put a pause, right, on silver. right? Y'all sitting around here thinking this shit is a game because y'all think it's a game because you love to watch games. You love the bread and circus, right? And this is what I got to understand, and this is what I got to realize myself, right? Most people can't be saved, and that's okay because everybody's not meant to be saved. Everybody's not meant to be saved. Some of y'all just got to go to the abyss, right? Y'all just got to go. But this is just a telltale of where we are in the country, right? And it's such a stupid reason to be divided. It's such a stupid reason to be divided. It's such a stupid reason for the administration to even make a separate halftime show. Basically a whites only. Ninja, that's what it is. Basically a whites only halftime show. Because that's what it was. I don't even think the boomers knew any of the lyrics to Kid Rock or any of those other artists up there. But it just, we're white. Yeah, that's it. But it's such a stupid, idiotic reason to be divided over a Puerto Rican US citizen, right? Performing in Spanish in light of what's going on in the USA. Right? This is what we're doing. This is what we're choosing to be divided on. And it's so crazy because people literally, if you say that you like that Turning Point USA shit, you just being purposely an idiot. You just being purposely an asshole. You just being you want to be so opposite so bad. Outside of the box head ass, right? That's you just purposely wanting to be an asshole. Right? You just purposely want to seed division. Right? And this is just another way for them to divide and conquer. Right? They don't want you to enjoy Bad Bunny because maybe you may find humanity. Maybe you may find humanity in a certain group of people. Why do I hate the Latinos? I love the music. I love the music. Oh my God, it makes me feel so wonderful. Right? That's what they didn't want. They didn't want that. Because the thing about music bonds people together. Right? When you out clubbing, when you out in a nice place and music come on, right? And everybody knows the lyrics, everybody knows that pop song, everybody knows that rap song, everybody knows that reggaeton, right? Everybody knows it. Everybody just vibing. Music connects the hearts and the minds and the souls, right? Music is universal, no matter what kind of music it is. It connects to people, right? And the fact that you have members, leaders of our government, right, wanting to be so shameless, right? Wanting to be so divisive, wanting to be so hateful, wanting to be so void of humanity that we can't even just enjoy. We can't even just enjoy music. And y'all want to keep telling me that America ain't falling? America's donezo. And that's an after pill. Come over to the Escape Blueprint so I can show you how to escape this bullshit. So I can show you exactly what I'm doing to escape myself and to move my family into a better place so we can dominate financially, spiritually, and physically and mentally, right? You're going to watch me live forge the minds of not just myself, but of you guys as well and the members that are already over there. Come over to the Patreon, join the family, join the Escape Blueprint. Right now, we are in phase 2, which is alignment. We just came out of phase 1, which I still drop videos in phase 1, but you can come over there. We are in phase 2. Come over there before the prices go up. Phase 3 is execution. And I'm teaching you guys how to build systems for yourself. I'm teaching you guys how to build applications, right? I'm teaching you guys how to build a social media, right? I'm teaching you guys the tools and the mindset that you need to survive in a new world and to become PFP, purpose, freedom, and power. Listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework, which I'm giving you on the Patreon. So come over and join the family. We almost have 50 people, 50 members over there, 50 members and growing. So the escape blueprint is the framework, right? And PFP life is how you should live. Purpose, freedom, and power. I'll see you over there on the Patreon, and I'll see you in the next video. The link is in the description. Peace.
I built a life, I built a family, I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint, PFP life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The escape blueprint, PFP life.